Hello, y'all. I'm back on this exercise bike. So, I received a video idea, and the video is about basically businesses, right? Businesses closing early, and some suggestions on what I'm seeing that business owners have been doing to fight narcissism, right? So, you got to keep in mind not everyone that's homeless or on drugs is actually an empath, normal, or even just narcissistic. So, unfortunately, people that are homeless, some of that population will be sociopaths, psychopaths, and people that could be diagnosed with NPD. So, the reason I'm saying this is this: I have been seeing some tactics that businesses have been using to combat the abuse that they receive from narcissists and sociopaths and psychopaths. Things such as theft, outright just littering around their businesses, using their business as like a motel or hotel, just literally bringing big old comforters, blankets, they house shoes, and just laying out all in front of the business. And the reason it's escalated, for one, in a lot of states, there's no law against sleeping on the sidewalk. So, because of that, homelessness is actually encouraged. It just is. I mean, I guess if I was like a mayor or something, a lot of people would hate me. And it's not because I'm a narcissist, but I would enforce some rules that would not just help the business owners, but the homeless people. I mean, outside of a lot of the homeless people that are paranoid, schizophrenic, and etc., where they have some serious health issues. I mean, I'm not in approval of just leaving somebody outside in the freezing cold every night in front of a business when they're talking to themselves and they're no longer capable of finding a place. So I'm not speaking of those situations. I think in those situations, the state should assist and put them in some sort of boarding homes, institutions where they actually have caregivers and ways of getting them better with some help from psychologists, right? But overall, what I'm saying is these are some of the tactics that I have been seeing businesses use. So I'll give an example. There was a storage unit. So there was a lot of theft, break ins, and things of that sort. So, what the storage unit did was they decided to close the units. Basically, people couldn't go in their storage units after business hours. So, before the thefts and robberies and all these sorts of things, you could go in the storage unit up until like 10 p.m. So, for about anywhere from 2 to 5 months, I think it was closer to like 3 months, maybe 2 to 3 months, the storage unit decided to only allow the people that were renting the storage units to enter their units during business hours, office business hours. So if the office part of the storage was open until 5 or 6 p.m., that's when people could go and enter in their storages. It was an inconvenience for a lot of people, but it made sense. The outcome was it worked. Okay, so after 2 or 3 months, they went back to allowing renters to go in their storage units up to 10 p.m. Okay, so they did that change. Another business tactic that I've seen is there was a situation where there was gang activity, some shootouts and things like that in this other city, right? And what this particular city did,